a second, guys. One second.
What up?
We've got to give a shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Friend and supporter, show and proof. Also, the longest running sponsor of I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast.
Absolutely. Look, man, South Nashville Heating and Cooling, where quality and craftsmanship come together. They've been doing this since 1985. That's almost 40 years of service. Expert designs, quality installations, superior service.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something.
What's that?
Tell me.
I feel confident in the fact that South Nashville Heating and Cooling will keep me warm in the winter.
For sure.
It'll keep me cool in the summer.
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, these middle months, you'll be comfortable even then.
Absolutely, dude.
Y'all know the deal, man. South Nashville Heating and Cooling. We love those guys. Y'all see the name. Y'all see the number. Tap in.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Always.
Damn.
It's I Got Some Shit to Say, the podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop, because trust us, we never do. All we do is work. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squints.
That's right. R.I.P.
Whizzle fizzle.
Forever and always. Nothing? Shit.
No love on that one.
You're tuned into
ChadArmesTV.com.
Stamped. Best believe that. With me today, my co-host, one of the greats. I got.
Rubbing on nipples in 2024.
Okay, that's the motto. There's fucking May.
Yeah,
You've been doing that
yeah.
the whole time?
Yeah, man. Rubbing on
I'm with it. You said something like that along the lines. One, we got a special guest, bro. A guest that I'm so stoked to have. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Slamericans' own motherfucking Cowboy Killer in the building.
What up, y'all? Squints, what's good?
What's up, Bubba?
I got some shit to say.
I'm glad you do. With you have our friend Isaiah, correct?
GFL Isaiah right here, my brother. 15
Absolutely.
years in, man.
GFL. That's all it took for me.
Good for life.
Absolutely. Good for life. So let me turn this screen off, gentlemen, so me and one don't be staring. Yeah, it's good to have you, bro. Ohio's own.
Ohio's own, Southeast Ohio.
Talk your shit.
Yeah,
Talk your shit. It
Man.
seems like we've been on Ohio stint lately. I sat down with a gentleman, Kid Riz, the other day. We spoke about Ohio for a good hour and a half.
Ohio's
Shout
on
out
the
Riz.
rise,
Man, Ohio showing their ass.
talent
No
in
diddy.
Ohio.
A lot of talent out
Let's see
there,
how
bro.
many no ditties we get in this one.
Facts. There'll be a lot. If we focus on it, there'll be a lot of them,
Man,
bro.
I'm telling you, we can make it happen.
So, Ohio's own, like I mentioned, dude, recently signed to Slamericans, right? You're Slamericans' newest artist.
American is family, and I still
Man,
have a
shout
lot
out to
of
Wolf,
independence. Shout out to
Yeah.
my brother Yellow Wolf, man. He
Yeah.
gives me a lot of freedom to just create and do what I do. You know, I was independent 10 years, so it's good to have a family and a team around me now.
It seems like a great fit, my friend.
It's the perfect fit, man. I think there was very few people in music that understood what I was doing.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
get it. Zilla, whole team. Shout out Slum Family. man.
Absolutely. Shout out Zilla. Y'all seen
Yeah,
him
shout out
here.
to bro.
Yeah, Zilla's been here a couple times, actually,
Oh,
on
my
camera.
God.
Yeah.
But yeah, a great fit. We're also very familiar with Slamerican and Yellow Wolf and his brand. You know what I mean? Being here in Nashville, like we've seen it for so many years. It's always been so dope to watch him build what he's built. Like that is a fucking
Yeah,
empire.
you don't fuck with American, you un-American, bro.
Yeah, that's well said. Yeah, for real. But it's like a cultural like thing. You know what I mean? And Yellow's creativity as far as that brand goes is unlike. Like he is a creative genius, bro.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like as far as fashion
Can
and
attest.
everything like he like does, he's like this. He's a special individual. You know what I mean?
Attention to detail is
Yella,
very precise.
pull up.
Yeah, for
Pull up,
sure.
Wolf,
We've
man.
been talking that for a while.
Yeah, for
I'ma holla at
sure.
him.
Yeah, and he knows he's got a seat here anytime he wants it. But we're big fans of Yellow Wolf Man and Slamerican all around. So to hear about that relationship being built and you being there, fun fact, literally the other day I was on social media on IG and I follow Yellow and I saw in his story, you were sitting in his truck with him. Just I think you were reciting some of his bars. No, it was your
I
shit.
think I was driving my truck. We was moving some furniture.
Okay, yeah, talk your shit.
And I was just playing the unreleased shit that I got.
Yeah, and in real time, Cowboys told me to watch out for that new shit. To watch out for some new shit.
On this hard drive, man, it's gonna turn up the heat, man.
Right.
You know it. I know it.
So currently, you have a more recent record dropped in March, right?
Yeah.
Title of that record,
Trap Grass.
Trap Grass, stamped.
Yeah,
The merch right here, baby. New Trap Grass merch just dropped.
Oh, fire.
Everybody's trapping something, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting project, start to finish. I had the opportunity to check it out a couple times. It's in transit. Like we've spent a lot of time on the road here recently, and it's good shit, man. It's definitely good stuff. You're a talented individual, but what I love about Cowboy Killer as an artist, bro, is your ability to like tap dance melodically. And if you decide at the beginning of a instrumental for a song that you just want to sing, you're just going to sing. Yeah, I love that.
I don't see any rules in music, and that was always my thing. It was, and also coming up in hip hop, there was a lot of things that I had to come into the game with a lot of respect for the genre itself. And I just was raised on it, and I was raised on a farm and loved country music. So those two worlds actually seem very similar to me. So I tried to find the intersection and put them together. But, growing up on everything, it didn't seem out of my realm to just create. I just want to create music, man. There's no rules. Once you put parameters on music, man, that's when it's over.
Yeah, you're right. But just having the ability, like, based on talent, to have the ability to, like, do what you do is interesting to hear, because you're talented at both aspects of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like you hold your own. You play instruments too?
I can play shitty cowboy chords on guitar, but truthfully, I engineer, I rap, I do a lot of my own engineering. I do have a great team now. Shout out to Jay Demon. All of my squad is really incredible, but the instrumentalists I'm around, Banjo Bonzo. I have a full 7-piece band.
How dope is that name?
Banjo Bonzo.
I love that.
Follow him, man.
Yeah.
I met him on a park bench in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I lived there. I moved around a lot. So a lot of these guys I just met through the circuit and just the underground coming up. So
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah, I was in the Wild West for 2 years, man.
How'd that go for you?
Oh, I loved it.
Really?
Well, when I first got there, I was homeless, and then it worked out. By the time I left Albuquerque, I had 2 offices downtown, 4th Street and Central. 2 studios, grinding, man.
Hell yeah.
Rocking. And that's where I made the Long Live Cowboy album, and where Trapgrass really started to take root.
Gotcha.
I came up with the name in Albuquerque, and I knew I was going to finish that whole revelation in Nashville.
Yeah, what year was that when you left Albuquerque?
2021, I left.
Dope.
And then we came here with a mission, man. I came here with about 11 people from Albuquerque and got to work. Everyone from my band, background singers, a lot of talented female artists, painters, all around creators, man. So I wouldn't be here without Albuquerque, man. I had to drop it in. I knew I would at some point.
Shout out Albuquerque, man.
Absolutely.
A lot of talent in Albuquerque, man.
Never been that far west as far as New Mexico goes. I've never even went through New Mexico.
The land of enchantment. It's also the land of entrapment. You can get trapped there. I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks, and I stayed for 2 years. So
damn.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I couldn't leave, man.
I was unaware of that part of the story. Like, not that it's surprising at all, but I think that's it's those type stories that build the characters that we become. Especially to experience that as late as 2021. Like, that's fucking 2 years ago, bro. Like, that's fucking recent. And then
to the pandemic too.
To mention that you came with the family, and the family be close to however many 10 or 11 creators, and you named a few different types of creators right there. That's admirable as hell. So let's talk about those individuals. Like, how did you encounter and meet all those people in Albuquerque when you arrived?
Most of them. My sax player is from Arkansas. I met him here. My brother Doug plays trumpet. Shout out to Doug and the Dying. He has his own band, Banjo Bonzo. Like I said, I met him on a park bench. Literally just followed the music one day, and I just sat down on the bench next to him, and he was like, "You smoke weed?" We've been friends ever since. So,
hell yeah!
Took that man on a nationwide tour. Me, Wolf, Caskey.
Shout out Caskey.
Shout out Caskey.
Yeah, sure.
All my squad is just down ass fools, man, and they get my vision.
That's cool. That's super dope. Super dope. I didn't know that part of it as far as the Albuquerque thing goes. But like I said, for that to be as to arrive there and mention that you were homeless, and then develop something to where you left with 2 offices on main street, creditable streets, and then 2 studios, grinding, etc. And then to come here to Nashville chasing your dream, or not Nashville, right? Or did you come Nashville? Do you reside in Nashville now?
I live in Nashville now.
Talk your shit. I didn't know that.
Talk my shit. East side, baby. Stand the fuck up.
Love that.
I run a community called Berkey House. We all run it as a collective. The matriarch, the guys in my band, we all just come together and create an event once a month where it's community based.
It's madness too.
It's madness, man.
I want to see.
Oh, you guys are invited, man.
Yeah,
we
word.
make pie. We got green chili. We got a pinata. We have games and scores and painting, live music going on all night.
You mentioned this to me outside in the parking lot.
I mention it to everyone I run into, man.
That's dope. I'm at
PetSmart. I see some woman with a Zia tattoo, which is it's New Mexico, and I'm like, "You coming to Berkey House or what?" She's like, "I'll be there." It's everybody is welcome in my space.
That's dope, bro. How often does this happen?
Once a month.
Fire.
Next one is on the 25th, but
we're there.
We're basically non-monetary. It's all donation based, So you can come there and feel like it's a third place. You know, it's a home away from home.
I love that type shit. Period. I mean, just to open up your space, your creative space too, like your personal space. Like that's a different.
It's
element,
a lot,
man.
and it's risky too. We're looking to upgrade. We're going to move spots soon. So we're doing an event as well for CMA with the Compton Cowboys. So Audio Chateau, Jared Jingle.
Okay, yeah, shout out Jared Jingle.
Man.
A lot of people are unaware, like Jared Jingle.
I'm a shout out guy. Just
I'm with it. Name drop all you want. We do that shit all the time. But like to our listeners and watchers, someone that they could probably a fun fact about Jared Jingle is that's the gentleman that was involved with the whiskey sessions with Jelly Roll.
Okay.
Facts,
Okay.
legendary shit.
Absolutely legendary. And if you Google his discography, you'd be surprised that he's done literally jingles for every one of your favorite television shows, past, present, and future. Facts. Wouldn't that be a dope business to be in?
Man,
Making jingle records.
Making bank.
Big bank. Residual income.
I think I can do
13
it.
seconds of jingle.
I
Yeah,
think I
of
can do
greatness.
it. I think I can do it, man. You just gotta be catchy,
I know
Bruh.
you can,
You
bro.
gotta be catchy.
We
bro.
could start doing
Bruh,
it.
so Chad,
let's do it.
fun fact, Chad Arms, right? You know, he
Legend.
has absolutely. He has his other podcast, Over the Top, right? Shot Over the Top
Yeah,
podcast.
shout over the top. What up, bro?
But he fucking sent me the other day. He sent me an AI generated theme song for Over the Top podcast, and it's like 80s themed. And you know their topics there. They cover like wrestling, like major pay-per-view events, wrestling type shit, and then they cover movies and reviews and that shit. And it's just a great group of guys collectively. That great personalities, funny as shit.
Yeah.
Tap the fuck in. But that fucking theme song that was conducted by AI in like 80s sitcom style.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was fucking phenomenal, bro.
The AI's taking over.
It's getting scary.
Well,
it is
can
scary,
be scary.
man.
It can be scary,
It is
but it's
scary.
also going to make our lives a lot easier, probably too.
Yeah.
So there's that, and it's going to fight our wars.
I'm worried.
Right.
I'm worried
Yeah.
about our lives being a little easier though. Like I don't mind
Me
a
too.
little hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get comfortable.
Need a little challenge.
Yeah, I don't want to pull it to McDonald's and a fucking robot hand me my burger.
Oh, they're already doing that. They're
Is it
already
really?
doing that. Yeah, I pulled up
At
to the
some point.
Checkers at the Checkers, and the AI is taking my order. I'm like,
word.
oh hell no.
Oh yeah, they are.
So if
Shout
they,
out
if they
Checkers.
fuck it
Yeah,
up,
for
who am I
sure.
supposed to beat up?
Yeah,
Right?
Fucking-
Yell at.
they
Not
showing
gonna beat up
fucking-
the
yeah.
menu.
And then it's not going to fucking feel sorry. It has no sympathy. It's not going to feel sorry for whatever
No.
happened.
No,
Like, if you
no.
drop
No.
something, they're going to be like, I'm sorry, sir. Would you like to purchase something? Like, dude, I dropped my drink. I'm sorry, sir. Would you like to purchase something?
Yeah.
Like, you fucking
It
dumbass
has no
robot.
soul.
Yeah, no soul.
None whatsoever.
That's
no
just
compassion.
scary. But he can write the hell out of some fucking 80s style theme music based off of a podcast. I tell you that much, bro. And we did some scary shit with our transcripts, like with the pod. Like we have, over 250 episodes of the show. We've been doing it 3.5 years, and there's so much audio of us now.
Right.
The Morgan Wallen shit.
Yeah.
I took my shit and uploaded it to like one of those singing things, bro. And I can sing anything you want me to sing, anything, and it's fucking halfway good, right?
You know what worries me about that, man, when it
Go.
become weaponized.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what he was talking
Right.
about.
Yeah, like what if I don't want to give motherfuckers ideas, but
Oh, they're out there,
So
bro.
if you say it, then the
Yeah.
AI is going to learn it.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So but just saying it being weaponized against our families, you know what I mean? Double back like a motherfucker can act like they you.
Facts.
I heard
like
a
that
conversation about it. Like we have to change our morals and our standards as a population, you know, and what we talk about and speak about and put out into the ether and especially on the waves too. You know,
Yeah.
whenever we're laying on record, it's going to analyze that. So we
Yeah.
have to. I mean, that's a lot of what Berkey House is. It's people to people interaction, like talk to people, man. And so we kind of implement that. Like, here's a score. It's a piece of paper that says, "Go talk to this person," or "Go find Frank." And Frank's
Right.
my dog. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like, you go
right.
find and talk to Frank because he's deaf. And so,
Damn.
it's
Shout out Frank.
Shout out to Frank.
Shout
Frank
out
the
Frank.
Tank. Berkey dog. Shout out. He, the AI is taking over, but I think we were lucky enough to at least be in a generation where we enjoyed being outside,
Yeah.
Yeah,
eating
absolutely.
some dirt.
Yeah.
You know,
Sure.
kicking
Hey, plenty
each
of
other's
dirt.
asses. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we were on the last brink of that. Him and I. I'm 27.
Between generations.
Yeah,
Right,
so we
right.
You're 27 too? I was there.
26.
26. Yeah, y'all young as fuck.
But we watched the iPhone happen. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
We watched
right.
the TV screen go from blurry and
To HD.
Yeah.
flat screen, to gaming consoles. I didn't have Wi-Fi for so long. Like we didn't play Xbox Live or nothing. So, I remember that generation, and I do worry for the young generation. I
No,
do,
for sure.
because they're consumed by it.
Yeah, they're absorbed too. Like it just pulls them in, and they like rely on it.
You got
know what I
kids,
mean?
yeah.
I got three girls.
And it's kind
Three? 3 girls.
It's kind of
fuck
You
me,
must have
right?
did something.
Yeah, I
You must have
know.
did something in your life.
Shout out Hartley. She turned 4 yesterday too.
Shout out to Hartley.
Shout out
Happy
Hartley,
birthday,
man.
Hartley.
Happy birthday, Hartley.
Yeah, 3 girls,
And
man.
Hartley
But they
is
got
an
an
OG.
iPad, I'm sure. They got
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And know how to use the motherfucker.
Bruh,
for sure.
Yeah.
her channel's coming soon too, bro. Because the kid is.
Wow.
We've talked about it, but my 4-year-old bro is a prodigy.
Wow.
Like it's like crazy, and it's only because of what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the kid
kids are smart.
Yeah.
bruh, but that kid will Roblox, fucking like all these games, bruh. Her commentary and the way that she does shit, like it is gold. We've already talked about it. We're gonna mark it and stamp it, make
Genius
it show and
kid,
proof.
man.
Yeah, and she's exactly that. But it's like I brag on her personality wise, but if it wasn't for what you're talking about, like just the kids are just it's part of them now. Like
Absorbed in it, man.
so absorbed. And it's funny we're talking about this because yesterday, like I said, Hartley turned 4. Happy birthday, Hartley. But at the moment of me and her mother split up, right? So we did a mutual birthday thing to where I could pull up, shout out to her mama. Of
course.
All that's great. But when I pull up at the house, Hartley was taking her nap, right? And it was at about 4:30 p.m. So I pull up and Amy asked me if I want to go upstairs, wake Hartley up. We go upstairs, get Hartley up. And then for the first like 40 minutes, Hartley's just ill, right? Like, Hartley, look at your stuff. Your decorations are set up. I don't care.
Wow.
You have cake.
Well, disassociated, detached.
Yeah. Cake. There's presents,
There's
right?
people.
People. And you know what she wanted?
I'm your dad.
What is I'm telling, like, you just want me to leave and come
I
back?
created you.
Bro, and what did she want? The tablet.
Yeah.
That's what she wanted.
Damn.
Well, it's sad. That is sad.
Right, it was so bad, bro. And luckily she never got the tablet. Just another 10-15 minutes of just whining, and finally she recognized that what's going on, and she trotted over and got her first present, and it was breaking the ice, and it was all clear after that. But to hear her request that I mean, you could offer her anything. There's cake and ice cream. There's fucking shit everywhere.
She didn't want that shit.
Presents. And she didn't want nothing.
I don't want that bullshit. Fuck that cake.
Give me my
Fuck
tablet.
that ice cream.
Fuck this birthday.
Y'all.
My birthday.
Fuck my
everything.
birthday.
I'm on iPad, baby.
Yeah.
Because she's
My
absorbed.
shit. Give my damn shit.
But she never got it. But still, that's a perfect example of it, bro.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep getting that way, man. I mean,
We're
wait
doomed.
till
But it's-
people got AI girlfriends. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I need one. I'll take one. Ain't it interesting, though, to hear 27, 26-year-old talk about, like, the younger...
No, straight up. I was just thinking.
We're old souls.
I was just thinking about that AI girlfriend shit though. You don't want no AI girlfriend.
Why?
Cause man, that bitch gonna know everything.
I
That
think...
bitch gonna know everything.
She gonna finesse you for
Man,
sure.
she gonna know everything.
She gonna swipe your visa. She
Yeah.
gotta touch your card.
Yeah.
that
She
bitch
knows your
gonna be
info.
fucking-
She knows the code on her back.
Right? It'll be like this thing, too, where you, like, fill out, like, a questionnaire, and then your character be based off your questions.
You'll see-
Like, your
man.
responses.
That's interesting. Your character. So
Your character.
So this is the future. You're gonna have you, and then you're gonna have your.
You're going to order a bitch.
your avatar. You.
Yeah.
know, other you. You know.
I
what
want
I'm
her to
saying?
do this,
What-
this, and this.
what
I
you
want her
pour
to
into
like...
it
Like the Sims.
is what you get in
That's
return.
what. So
Yeah.
I was hearing. I don't remember what podcast, but they was talking about. It might have been Rogan. I don't know, but I don't listen to too many podcasts. But I was listening to this, and somebody said you're gonna be talking to a girl, but it's not gonna be her. It's gonna be her AI, and then
Her
you're gonna meet her in
avatar.
person. And you're gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this bitch?"
Yeah.
It's like some Black
yeah.
Mirror shit.
You
Yeah,
are
that's
not
that's
like this.
catfish on a whole nother level. Man.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
catfish on a new level.
Yeah, that's trout.
What's today's date right now? What's today's date? Because in real time,
11.
today's May 11th, and I know as far as current events goes, there's something going around in current events now, and it has to do. I want to say it's a school system, some like board of directors, and someone is involved in a fraudulent case where someone uses their voice AI to say racial comments. And they
man.
and the person that did it is also like an older gentleman's part of the same council, and he just didn't understand that there's ways of determining if it's an AI type generated audio. I guess I don't know how that works, but it's literally in the news right now, and the guy is been arrested and they're wondering how you charge him because he's like the first of its kind, where someone has literally manipulated a person. Frame them basically with fake audio generated by AI.
fraud.
That's
And I
crazy.
heard the audio. I heard the audio unedited. I think I heard it on Fighter and the Kid. But it's literally racial slurs. It's a gentleman referring in. He references to the Jewish community. He references to African Americans, but he does it in the worst fucking way.
It's terrible.
Right?
terrible.
And it sounds just like the guy. And for like weeks, his character is getting tarnished
That's
based off
fucked up,
allegations, and then there's actual audio that sort of backs these
That's
allegations.
what I worry about, as an artist too, like
Right?
just using your voice,
And you're over there
look
saying,
what Cowboy said.
it's
I'm
not
like,
me,
dude,
and everybody's
didn't
gonna be
say
like, dude, that's fucking clearly you.
Yeah, I think all artists are gonna have to worry about that.
As soon as you say that's AI, motherfucker gonna look at you sideways.
yeah,
That shit will always follow
well, you have to worry about
too.
your entity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have
Yeah.
to trademark your voice. How do you do that?
Right?
What?
It's a tricky game. It really is, man. And even with this musicians,
Poor Tupac.
right?
Man, man.
Tupac.
I mean, look at one of the Drake disses. One of the Drake disses had an AI generated Tupac verse on it.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of
Distasteful.
Yeah. This shit is out of hand. It got to be a way to figure out how to identify the bullshit from the good shit. You know what I mean? Some goddamn way.
yeah.
It got to be.
I'm sure there will be. It's got to be something they're working on. But
There's
I know
gonna be an AI that checks the AI.
Yeah.
and then
Ain't that fucked up?
Or a way to, you created the AI shit. It got to be a way to create.
That's why I was saying
control
the
it.
people, the society has to check itself at some point. We have to be adults and be responsible about it. Because if we're not, then let it run your life. You know what I mean? Or let it ruin your reputation. You know.
Well, it's interesting to hear a 27-year-old breakthrough, like on the verge breakthrough artist talk like that. But at least y'all ain't 27, 26 years old over there like, fuck that. By then, AI will do it for us. We ain't got to work. You know what I mean? You're not like relying
I think
on
about
it.
that sometimes. You know.
So do I.
It's because AI will make you. It's already making our lives technically easier.
Yeah.
But I never took the easy route, man. So like,
Yeah.
that's kind of the joy of life is the tug and pull, the resistance, and the breaking through and learning. So if something's just learning for you, then you ain't learning shit.
Facts.
I wonder what country had utilizes AI the most. So if there's a way to,
There's got to be like either like Japan or China, I would think, and that's not racist.
Maybe it's us. Yeah.
It could be us.
I'm thinking it's us.
Yeah,
But
it could be.
China.
If it is us, that can be used like in a negative way.
I have yet-
Sure.
You can launch war against some motherfuckers.
Facts.
Rock them to sleep.
Bro, that's what
make them
so
lazy.
that conversation I was telling y'all about the current event and like the politician guy getting involved with some racial shit. They were talking about what if a foreign country took audio of Joe Biden and Donald Trump and did that same shit and targeted it towards another third world country or another country, and it start a fucking world war based off like some bullshit that's auto AI generated. Like, bro, that is a sticky web, bro.
I'm gonna go as far as even saying, man, I feel like there is a way that they can identify the shit.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm telling you, there's got to fucking be a way.
I feel like it is, and we just don't have the access.
You know what? You can't AI roping and riding a horse.
Talk your shit. You can't.
You can't AI
Say
this
that
real country shit, this real street shit.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
AI the real shit going on out
Talk
there, man.
that shit.
Just go out and talk to your community, man. Go outside. We say go outside, download the codes. Download the codes, man.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
get some sun on you, bro.
I like that.
Don't
Download the
don't,
codes.
Get
don't
some
stress
vitamin
about
D.
it too much. The future's coming regardless, whether you part of it or not. You know what I mean? And you got to just get with it or get lost. And we're all adapting, bro. That's what we do. We adapt and survive or die.
Yeah.
You know,
Say that shit.
we got to just
Right.
we just got to get with it, man. AI or die, I guess.
AI or die.
Hey, that's
Die
what.
by AI.
That's what. That's what we'll call the episode. AI or die.
Perfect.
No, I don't know. That might-
Yeah. We got to come up. We got to come up with one before we leave.
Yeah.
But so on the currently, like I said, Cowboy Killer's got a brand new album, Trap Grass.
Yeah.
Tap the
Trap
fuck in.
Grass.
How many records is on there? It's a good chunk of
I
music.
think it's like 17, 18.
54
on there.
54 minutes.
songs.
Yeah, 54 minutes of music. It's right at an hour. That's a good body of work.
And motherfuckers ain't giving you that work.
They're not. That's why I'm.
Motherfuckers ain't giving you that work.
That's why I'm speaking on that. And then currently, there's another release of a single that came out March 16th. I think it was for real.
For real.
Oh man, yeah. That's probably my favorite. Right?
Yeah, one was complimenting him on that record outside before we pulled up.
Shout out to DJ Chill. Shout out to
Makio,
Chill. Dunk
Yeah.
Rock. My brother
Yeah,
Fresh
man.
Air.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone on that.
man.
Matt Roy
Right?
Chief.
Yeah,
Everybody.
man.
Slum Family. Gang.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Shout out to those guys. Yeah, we're big fans of all of those people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of which have been here a few times. It's crazy. You know? Yeah, and it's awesome to hear you speak those names and speak like that about them. But with the For Real single,
Yeah.
You know, currently, like I said, you keep warning us about this hard drive. What's next for Cowboy Killer, bro?
I'm about to drop a song on Wednesday, bro.
Woo! Talk your shit.
With a video.
Okay.
Bob Barker. The fans have been waiting on Bob Barker from
Okay.
me and Yellow Wolf. Is dropping this Wednesday.
Okay.
I have a special person in the video, man. I got a special person in the video. He knows who it is, but I'm not gonna say here. Y'all just have to watch, tune in. Special guest appearance.
Okay, dope.
yeah.
Okay, so we said when we're recording this, it's on the 11th. He has a new song and single dropping with Wolf on the Wednesday. What's the date on
15th.
Wednesday? 15th. So
May 15th.
we'll try to drop that this following Friday. So that'll be
The 8th.
no 17th.
17th?
Yeah, 17th. That's when we'll drop this.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
But based off the new, so what's the name of the new single? Bob Barker.
The new one coming out, Bob Barker.
Okay,
man.
can we call the episode Bob Barker?
Yes.
Thanks. There we go.
All
New
right,
single,
that's better.
Cowboy Killer featuring Yellow Wolf, available now. Drop this Wednesday with the visual. So you can tap in on all audio platforms, tap out into the new single, or
Cowboy Killer on everything.
yeah,
man.
or go check out the new visual. And he says there's a few surprises in that visual. So that's exciting. And it sucks to be in a time warp because us ourselves, we have not heard this record yet. But the
I'll play it
fact
for y'all at the end.
but I told Isaiah while I think you were out of the room, I was like, bro, the comparison, like on the rap shit, there were moments of Trapgrass, bro, where I had to look at the credits to make sure I wasn't listening to Wolf.
Crazy.
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 You sound like Wolf, and like not all the time, but there's like this little pocket you can hit to where you mimic Wolf so much, bro.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I've been privy to Yellow Wolf since I was about 15 years old. I remember riding around the truck with my buddies, you know, crossing that old bridge in my town, and first time I heard Love Story.
Oof.
It you know, it just,
Great album.
it got in my blood system, you know, and at the same time I was listening to Jelly Struggle. You know, I was tapped in really early, man, and to see where this culture and where the family has gone now, it's incredible. It's a miracle, man.
Yeah.
So to be a part of that legacy, it means a lot to me, you know. And I studied the greats, man. I studied the Kendricks, the Andres, the Nas, the Jays. I studied the greats, and I studied Wolf. He's one of those greats, you know. So, you know, I don't.
It shows a lot. I mean,
I don't play around with it, man. This hip hop shit.
because the Trapgrass was that released that was not released under Slamerican, right?
No,
or like a part.
independent.
Okay, so that was kind of like
that was Good for Life Productions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That make it, but to hear you talk about Yella and his like past catalog up to that, bro, that's got to be a surreal thing, like to be working now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I've known him for 2 years now. You know, it's kind of just, you know, it's numb at this point. To you know, I'm kind of numb to celebrities in general. I don't really care who you are as long as you're a good person. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And he's got the biggest heart, man.
Yeah.
So he's definitely given me the only mentorship I've really had in the game because, you know, Isaiah's here to verify all my stories. You know what I'm saying? He can verify. We was in the middle of the woods, man.
Started out in the garage, bro.
My garage, you know, I grew up in a log cabin, middle of the woods, man. I didn't have creatives around me. And so, you know, I had to literally figure out, okay, how do you get on a record? Okay, how do you mix a record?
Yeah.
How do you put out a record? You know, just getting on Spotify back in the day was like a mystery.
Right.
Like, how do you even do that?
Right.
And now we're in the day and age where, you know, I'm still young enough to be in the game and rise and have that tapped in, you know, and we're definitely building right now.
Yeah.
But I definitely see this culture that I've had my finger on for a while, getting its rise and shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are waking up to it, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's interesting to see. It really is, and to hear the past story about like, you know, some of the ways you came up, and you know, your trip to Albuquerque and that kind of thing leading you up to here, but being around people like Isaiah, et cetera, that kind of the way you single people out based off energy, you know, so to speak, or
Yeah.
it's got to be a vibe. Like
That's a great way to put it,
We're on
man.
some wavy shit over here, you know. Like we do
wavy motherfuckers.
yeah,
man.
we do shit like that too, man. But it's really, it was later in life for us to kind of move like that. You know what I mean? So to hear younger creatives like yourselves, musician and Isaiah, you know, you being so close to Killer right here, it's interesting to hear y'all in y'all's 20s talking like that because of it's kind of like we were a little late to that party, bro.
I mean, yeah.
They grow up fast, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Seems like
it was a different it was a different time.
Yeah, and I think we have access to a lot of information now, you know, so people are getting tapped in. You know?
Yeah,
but
facts.
I mean, we went through a lot of shit to get here, bro. Like, I really think every single day of my life, I'm like, is this real? I could wake up at any moment, you know, because although, you know, I don't think I was in it for millions of dollars. I was just in it to be heard. And for the fact of, you know, I just did Reno, sold out, you know, 5,000 at the casino. We did Sturgis, 5,000.
Yeah.
You know, I went to Charleston, South Carolina, and I have people there that know the words, and I'm going, what the fuck's going on? You know? And that for me, being a hillbilly from the holler, I never thought that could be reality for me, even though I obviously never spoke on it like it wasn't going to happen. You know, I was very confident that it would happen. But now that it is, you're like, oh shit.
For real.
Really me, you know, and I'm just blessed, man.
Yeah.
The fans are so responsive. I don't get the hate that some artists get, you know, because they haven't found themselves authentically. But I knew, coming from a farm, I know what I need to talk about.
Yeah, it's dope, bro.
And people relate to this shit. And I think there's more rural people than people in you know, inner cities and bigger cities, you know. You might have New York, but like, dude, you know how many people live in a double wide in the middle of some bumfuck town?
Facts.
You know, they need somebody that they can look to.
Absolutely.
And you know, we're that. We're just a small town, man.
Yeah.
And I just was turkey hunting back at my farm and seeing everyone back home, and they were just like, man, I'm so jealous, you know, this and that. I'm like, why? You know, why didn't you get out? They're like, I was just scared. I was like, I was too, you know, but I took the leap, man.
Yeah,
it was the greatest risk I ever took, man.
Sounds like it, man. Sounds like you're really starting to receive the payback for it all, the risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But betting on yourself, man, is the best way to bet. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope to hear some of your story, man, about how you kind of got to where you are, etc. But I love the fact that, you know, to be a fan of Yellow so early on, and now be so, to hear like the similarities that you have to him as an artist, not to kind of like put you in that category, no means, but to then hear your backstory a little bit and hear, it makes perfect sense while it is what it is.
Storm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Yella's always related to that same shit you just described. Like, and so like that would almost be a go-to.
Who's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know, and so his respect and props, man. He paved the way. I always tell people he ran through bullets so that we could walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there who should owe a lot of their careers to him and give him some thanks and props. You know, I make sure I let him know. You know what I mean? I try to just be a pillar for him of peace. You know, I try to bring peace to his life because I know it's been a war, man.
It's interesting to see. I've known. I don't know Yellow personally. I can't say that, but I know Yellow Wolf, and Yellow Wolf knows me. I've met him a half dozen times. You know what I'm saying? I've been lucky enough to be in the same room as Yellow Wolf for a few conversations. It's always cool. Nothing on camera. We'd love to have him here on the show, but I think it's dope, Cowboy, to see him excited about you because that, like, I follow him on social media still currently, and just as of recently, I saw y'all at the studio, and like I said, I think I mentioned this earlier in the interview that it's dope to see him excited about an artist that's affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you see it with Caskey. He's really tight with Caskey. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Caskey.
They have like this brotherhood thing that we've all witnessed online for a number of years now, and it's so dope to watch. And even like Jelly to Yella and Yella to Jelly, like there's that type shit. Like we get to see those type relationships a lot for Yellow Wolf, but to see this one is a little different. Like me as a consumer, I'm just trying to be transparent, but I like it because you're getting like you're absorbing energy now from someone you looked up to for so long, but the energy that he is putting out now is different than we saw for so long. I think like he's sort of like, I see that mentorship like over you a little bit, and then to hear you talk and have that self-engineering type stuff like early on, and still do like a lot of your own mixing and shit like you mentioned. Yeah, like that's gold, bro.
He knows that I'm gonna go out and get it by myself. You know what I mean? He's not someone who's gonna babysit these artists that he works with. You know what I mean? And he knew that about me from the jump. Like, you know, first time I met him, he comes in, you know, we're just talking. He's like, "Well, I got this open verse," and I'm like, "All right, cool." He went and got cigarettes, came back, verse is done. And he's like, "Damn, okay, you like that?" Is that
the Bob Barker?
No, it's a record we just, you know, I don't think it's coming out, but it's crazy because there's so many records that I've worked on that may never see the light of day, and so whatever does see the light of day is special. Yeah, you know. But this Bob Barker record, we just traded back and forth on this and flexed. You know, I think he was coming in there like, "All right, I'm about to go crazy. All right, Cowboy, let's see," you know. And I come hard on that thing. He's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna get you on this third verse," you know, and that's the relationship we have. It's actually making each other better, you know. And so, as much as I learn from him, I would say he learns from me, and we're a brotherhood. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's really important, especially when, you know, it's like you're moving into your new house. He has no silverware. You know, we're bringing solo cups over and some deer meatloaf and
shout out deer meatloaf
and breaking bread, man. That could be the name of this episode, Deer Loaf.
Deer loaf. You mentioned the performances, big shows and shit. Is that kind of new as far as like Cowboy Killer, the artist? Like, have you had those opportunities for those big stages yet? Because 4,000 or 5,000 people. Shout out O&E, he shook 6,500 this past week. Yeah, at least we're waiting on the final number.
It was fun.
Shout out Redneck Rave.
Man, it looked wild.
It was wild. But to hear you say those similar type stories, and I know your career is longer than the trap grass. You know what I'm saying? I know it's longer than that. But as you said, like now you're living this shit now, bro. You're rocking crowds and hanging out with rap stars and the whole nine.
Yeah. I was in the back for a long time. I started. It's new. It's new. It's a new feeling, man. But in 2018, I think I did a tour with Kayla Nellis, Sango, K-Tronada, more of the electronic, Afrobeat, SoundCloud era of selection, and so I was immersed in a world where it was like, wow, I can't even believe I'm here at all, and I was doing shows, for 500, 600 people, but there were days when I first started, I would hand out my mixtape at the city pool. And we would do a show for 5 people in lawn chairs at the Zanesville Park. Yeah, at the Zanesville Park. Like, literally, you could hear crickets. You know what I mean? Like, coming from that and doing undergrounds, all back alleys, parking lots. Yeah. I mean, I just did it all, bro. I played every venue you can play in Albuquerque. Yeah. I lived in Florida 5 years. That's kind of where I got, a first glimpse into Caskey and Bez Believe and all these guys coming up.
Shout Bez.
But I was just an engineer back then, man. I was recording 458 All Stars. I had Ski Mask, Denzel Curry's crew, Anonymous Killer, all of those guys, man. Like, and that was where I first got a credit actually with a major artist. I did a album with Lupe Fiasco.
Shout out Lupe.
Nellis, and Lupe, he changed our lives because pandemic hit like that, and then we got a major placement. And so the world's sitting at home and they're looking at us like, damn, how'd you do that? Yeah. And then ended up getting placements with Danny Brown.
Bro, we're fucking like 40, 45 minutes into this shit and then we're learning this shit. Like,
that's good though. Keep going.
That's great, dog.
It was just kind of like, dude, I never stopped. I didn't have a plan B. It was
shout Plan B.
Yeah, shout out Plan B. Yeah.
Had to. Sorry.
Sponsored by Plan B.
Absolutely. Cut the check.
But we definitely came from the mud with this shit, man. Isaiah's one of the first collaborators I ever worked with. He's got an album coming too. I mean, I love working on his stuff because, we're just brothers. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't give a fuck about the star status, the celebrity. I really don't care that I did something for 5,000 people. I care that 5,000 people were there and got to have a good time and paid hard-earned money to get away from their job or their baby mama or whatever's going on in their lives. You know what I mean? And be able to just enjoy the moment, bro. Yeah. The fact that that's my job, I don't take it lightly, dude. So but it is, as an artist, I think we're all insecure and embracing that I am worthy enough to be in a position like that. It's a big challenge and a big responsibility, man. So I don't take it light.
It seems like you got your hand on it, bro. Seems like you're all right.
When you do the back seat and then you get to be in the front, you don't take it for granted.
No,
you know what I mean.
Of course not.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people definitely
do. Some people do. But you can tell. You can kind of tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I only speak for me. You right.
Yeah, and it's a character thing, man. And you can tell, man. It's a certain light about you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a certain light about, it's a genuineness about you, man. Motherfuckers see that right there.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, keep going for sure, 1,000,000%. Yeah. It's been interesting to sit down with you today, bro. And like as far as Isaiah goes, like wiggle that mouse for me over that main screen.
Man, no diddy.
Yeah, no diddy. It's interesting though that we made it
counter ding
over the screen, like over your face. I need to see how much time is on the counter. Almost. It may be dead. Click the mouse. Or just hand me the mouse. There we go. Sorry, fellas. With Isaiah, though, it's interesting that we've sat here as long as we have today, bro. And when Cowboy came into the room, he mentioned, we're at 40 minutes. That's fine. He mentioned that Isaiah could sit in with us. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, I was under the impression that Isaiah's just a homie. You know what I mean? But I think it's interesting that we're 40 minutes in, and I just learned that you're an artist as well. Had no fucking clue. I thought you're part of the team. I thought you're part of this.
Yes, it's that too.
Talk your shit. I love that.
Isaiah.
So Isaiah, what kind of music you make?
I make primarily hip hop, but yeah, I'm trying to get into more melodic shit.
Gotcha.
So I'm working on singing, but right now,
but this is who I started with, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was like, yeah, he's my brother. That's why he should sit down. Of course, he gonna verify everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do the same for him. Like I'm gonna verify this man has been a spitter, and he's one of those people that I was able to collaborate with in our small town. Coming from there, we didn't have nobody, man.
Right.
There was nobody we could look up to. There was nobody that made it in music. Nobody that was successful in any realm or area or field at all.
Right.
So we were like, okay, like
We got to figure it out.
We just gonna make music, man.
Yeah.
And he knows this has been me beating my head against the wall for fucking 10 years, over 10 years, you know?
Yeah. So y'all's relationship stems back to about a decade, about 10 years?
15.
Oh yeah, talk your shit.
15
Love that,
years,
man.
man.
From that era, that time, is Isaiah the only one around you from that time?
No, we
Like
still
constantly?
we got day ones, but he just moved to Nashville, so you know
about 2 months ago.
him getting out of our hometown and expanding and just spreading his wings.
Absolutely.
Man. What a blessing to have him here, man.
Yeah.
because
Facts.
you know he's doing everything with me on the squad. You know he's holding lights at the shoots. He's he's holding jibs. He's
Working.
yeah, I mean he's I'm security for him. He's security for me. You know what I'm saying? And that it's kind of nice to have somebody who gets where you came from.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are like that. It's like, damn, we've been through a lot, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's very rare to have your day ones with you in this game, man. So
For sure.
First and foremost, we're brothers. But he just got back into music 8 years.
8 years off. I took a hiatus.
Man, that's me, man.
That's you too.
Same amount.
Yeah.
Same amount of years, bro.
Yeah, because in real time, like before we hit record, Isaiah and Cowboy both had no idea what O&E was, but they're well aware. Like we had, it's that same conversation we had to give. This is O&E from this, and this. And oh shit!
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
8 years though.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that got me, and I say this shit all the time. How music has changed. You know what I'm
You gotta
saying?
change with it.
Yeah, how
You gotta
music has
change with
changed. You got to change with it. If you don't change with it, then you're gonna be one of these motherfuckers out
Left.
here.
You gonna get left in the dust.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna hear that shit. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck
But-
you, Otis.
You know what I mean? But real shit.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. Both of you took
That's
8 year break.
wild. 8 years.
Because we thought one was the only weirdo that would do that.
Hey,
now
watch
we
him
know
out.
there's two.
Watch them out. Watch them out.
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
Hey, and it still shake shit though, man.
Still shake shit.
Hey, real shit, man.
Talk your shit.
I'm not about brag a little bit, man.
Go ahead, bro.
I talk of this shit, man.
Yeah.
After 8 years off, man, you
Funky.
You have like a different. You have multiple stores. You have several stores. Something happened within them 8 years.
Facts.
Something happened with it. And that's a lot of storytelling. That's a
to talk
lot of
about it.
experience.
He's telling it now.
That's a whole nother life. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been back at it? 2 years? About 2
Going
years?
on 2 years.
Yeah, going on 2 years. He's dropped.
Glad you're back in the game,
Man,
man.
dude, he's dropped
Appreciate
two.
it.
Easy, bro.
Man, appreciate it.
The two collaborative efforts with Chad Arms. He's got 2 albums with Chad Arms, Joe and Jerry, Troy and
Yeah.
Emmett. He dropped 2 EPs,
2 EPs.
2 6-song
I've
EPs.
definitely heard, man. I've definitely peeped your stuff, bro.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
So
it.
it's nice to meet formally and just talk and to see that, I mean, there is no time limit on this, man. Like,
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm
John
trying to.
ain't
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, just because, like, just think. I know it may to you personally, it may seem weird at times taking 8 years back and being back in it, and then being so close to Cowboy and seeing his success, and you like kind of following right behind that and having that platform.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting for you to hear this type shit just
Yeah.
solely because 8 years away don't mean jack shit. And it don't just mean that coming from your brother. It means that coming from like
Yeah,
someone
from-
telling a similar story.
You got the talent. That shit will work. That shit
Bruh.
gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, I mean, in real time, less than 4 days, 5 days
Yeah.
ago, I literally watched him shake it,
Yeah.
pause, perform
no
in front
Diddy.
of 65, at
No
least
Diddy.
at least 6,500,
Yeah.
and shook the
That
shit out of
yeah,
it. dog.
that shit was crazy, man. One thing I trip off of is the motherfuckers who say that you can't.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
fuck them.
You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
sucking.
Yeah,
time for
yeah,
it.
exactly. You know what I mean? Fuck them. Keep just
keep sucking.
produce.
You know
Just
how many
produce.
people told me I can't, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
If I'd have listened to them, I'd be where they're at, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
Yeah,
Keep sucking.
man.
Trust me.
And
We get it.
produce. You know what I mean? That's it. The music speaks for itself.
It's either on you or it's in you, man.
Yeah.
And
It's in my blood at this point.
yeah,
bro.
this dude he's a spitter, and just it's a blessing to have him in Nashville, man.
Man, hell yeah.
yeah. I'm excited to hear that y'all both are residing in Nashville too, bro. That I had no idea. When you told me Ohio, I thought that's where I thought Zilla told me you were just in town. I had no idea that y'all were residing here now.
I was just coming from Ohio, man. I was turkey hunting, and I still go back and show love.
Talk your shit.
Still show love.
What do y'all think about the Ville? Y'all like it here?
I love it, bro.
I love Nashville, bro. At first, I was like, man, why is everyone so pretentious on Broadway, bro? And
Yeah,
then I
it's
realized,
different.
well, Broadway's
It's
not my. It's not really. It's not like I'll say it's my thing because I go down there, but there's just more to it, and that's what Berkey House was for us. Our community, we needed to build something that was outside of just honky tonk.
Yeah.
We needed to create something that allowed all people of all walks of life, and it creates a pool of ideas and creativity, man.
Like some honky tonk hippie type shit.
Yeah, for sure. Berkey House, we're not a cult. But, you know, we have a lot of fun, and to have those acts be able to say, man, I've always wanted to play Berkey House, and then they get to play. And I think it's surreal, man, because in 2 years, we've built something that's honestly a house venue that is surpassing a lot of these older venues that only focus on the alcohol consumption. They only focus on this party aspect of it. We'd rather focus on the community creativity and inspiring activity aspect of it. You know?
Yeah, that shit's interesting as fuck to hear all that.
I'm pulling up.
Yeah, we got to pull up.
Y'all pull up, see it for yourselves, man.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to host
Community
y'all.
is why I moved here, honestly.
Word.
It's a lot of it, bro. The music and the community.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear all that stuff. And you said the next one, because when this comes out, we'll drop this on the 17th. New Bob Barker single available this past Wednesday. Tap the fuck in.
Tap in.
But the next event at the Berkey House is when?
May 25th at the B House, and then we're doing June 6th. We're doing a CMA event with Compton Cowboys. A lot of Black Country, Spanish will be there, and I'm really excited to just be able to be a part of that and create an energy for that, man.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll definitely be at one, if not both.
I'll keep y'all tapped in, man.
Yeah, we're excited about it, man. Honestly, it's been refreshing to have you over here today, bro, and to bring Isaiah and put him on our radar. I'm excited to just tap into your catalog, bro. I don't know jack shit other than the fact I like your shirt.
August.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're aiming for?
Yeah, so we removed most of it. He's actually got a feature with Jelly Roll, funny enough. So when I was 15, I got a feature from Jelly, and I kind of just hosted the song, and then I put him on it.
Okay.
It's super dope, man. It's on SoundCloud. I'll send that to y'all.
Yeah, send me a link.
That would be great.
I'll tap in.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Jelly, the whole fam, Slow American.
Shout out
all the way up, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah, I'm excited about the whole timeline, bro. We'll definitely have to pull up on you at the end of May and possibly at the CMA joint too, bro. But I'm excited for the music. I want to hear more music. I'm excited about Trapgrass. It's recently spun on my fucking Apple Music, and I'll probably tap into everything you present thus far. You know what I mean? Moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for you, homie.
Much appreciated, man.
But it's much appreciated though, the energy you bring. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're not just a gimmick, bro. You're not just you gotta think, Bubba, like Leroy Biggs. We've mentioned Leroy Biggs off camera. Leroy Biggs is a part of this show. So when we talk about this type, when I get sent records like your the poppin' single, the Lucky Jeans, right? Tap the fuck in. One of the most fucking catchiest records you'll ever hear. Yeah. But when that was the first,
Diddy.
yeah, no ride, no Diddy. The first visual and audio I ever heard of you was that record. And then I immediately start thinking about my guy Leroy, because that's kind of how I think about those type records. Because if I don't think Leroy could feature on it, it ain't for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I immediately pictured that Leroy Biggs and Cowboy Killer collab, and then Cowboy came through the door and said they've been speaking a little bit via DM.
Leroy's got great shit, man. Great tone, great talent, and just incredible personality, man. I have not met Leroy in person. Shout out to you, Leroy. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Leroy.
What's up, man?
Yeah. Hopefully y'all do link up soon, man.
Yeah,
but that would be if I have to pick a collab, sorry one, but if I have to pick one of the guys from this camp to collab with Cowboy Killer, it's that Leroy Biggs. I think that would go almost a match made in heaven, man.
It's a good thing that you don't have to pick, goddamn.
Yeah.
We all can goddamn be getting.
Thankfully, I got plenty of shit right here, man. Up here, I got plenty of songs, man.
Well, we're excited about every one of them, dude. We tell each and every one of our guests, Isaiah, this goes for you too, Bubba, that once you guys get that chair, it's yours anytime. Anytime you got some shit to say, bro, pull back up. We'll do it again.
We will too, man.
Because y'all saw it, man. Y'all saw it in real time. We don't write shit down. We don't do cliff notes. We don't do bullet points. We just kind of sit and vibe with the artist, bro. Get to know them and whatever else. So if we didn't cover something this time, just hit my line. Tell me you got some shit to say, bro.
It's refreshing, man. I mean, I just got back turkey hunting. We got off the Trapgrass tour, so it was good to finally just sit down and talk about what's been going on, man. Because I don't really get a second to just breathe. You know what I mean? Like, damn, we really doing a lot, bro. So,
Yeah.
And it's thank you for giving me your flowers, man. Like, that's means a lot.
Yeah, bro.
Especially this platform. I've been privy to it, man. I've been hip to y'all, man.
We appreciate that,
y'all
bro.
Doing great shit, bro.
Thanks, man. We work hard. All we do is work, man. We do it all the
That's
time.
all we do. We working, they watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
believe
The
that.
Cowboy Killer. Y'all tap the fuck in, bro. I can't say nothing else about it, bro. That's just, I'm excited to hear more. I'm excited to see where it all goes, bro. But I appreciate your time today, man. And,
Thank you,
like
bro.
I said, Isaiah, Cowboy, anytime y'all got shit to say, please come here to do so, okay?
Thank y'all,
I
man.
appreciate y'all having us, man.
Absolutely, bro. What do you go by as far as your artist name?
Just GFL Isaiah. You can
GFL
find him on Instagram.
Gotcha.
GFL the gang, man.
GFL be the gang. Absolutely.
All
We'll make sure both of y'all's IG contacts are listed in the description below so they can tap into each one of y'all, man, and go like that. Pause. I got it.
No Diddy.
All right, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
Bob Barker, available now, featuring Yellow Wolf. Go get that shit. Stream it on all your favorite platforms. Go watch the video. It's available now. This is my good friend, O-N-E.
Nipples.
Down there on the NGFL, Isaiah. Yeah, and our new friend, Cowboy Killer. Y'all know what it is. I'm Squint615. It's IGSSTS.com, ChadArmesTV.com. Let's go.
Much love.
Bitch, we got views.